Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're talking about Gen Con 2018. If you're going to Gen Con 2018, I wanted to talk about some games I think you should check out. Now, me, Sam, and Z did 10 games that we're looking forward to at the convention. I've done a live thing where I'm going to go through basically all the different games that are coming out. But there are a lot of games that are coming out at the convention that I have already played, and I just want to point out 15 can't miss games at Gen Con. These are in no particular order. They're in the order from the companies, I guess, alphabetically, but here we go. We'll start with Critical Mass. This is from the Dice Tower Essentials line. This is a mech versus mech game. It's basically we both pick a card, we play them and see what happens, but the mechs are very, very different. It's very asymmetrical, and you have a little tiny bit of deck building at the beginning where you might pick a few cards and adding different cards to your hand as the game goes by. There are 2 different sets, and you can mix and match the mechs. Really, really enjoyable. Good Critters. This is another Dice Tower Essentials game. This is a reprint of Tief Taschen. This is a game in which each person is a mafia boss, or one person's a mafia boss, and they're splitting a bunch of money, and everyone votes whether they think that split is worth it or not. If the vote goes through, great. The boss then will split more money, and you keep going until finally you get tired of this boss and vote in a new boss. But there's also ways to go after other players, maybe steal some of their money. It's really cool and scales really well. Blue Lagoon. This is from Blue Orange Games. This is from Reiner Knizia. This is a very light game where basically you're setting down tiles over the course of this game. Think of it as similar to Through the Desert. A lot of different strategies to get points as you place these things. Almost like a really, 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 really simple Go. But it's beautiful looking. It looks like Moana, actually, but I like it a lot. Rise of Fenris. This is an expansion for Scythe. I cannot recommend this game, this expansion enough. It's of the 3 expansions, it's the best. It's a campaign one where you can play through an 8-game campaign, which you can play through multiple times if you want, or you can pick different parts of that campaign and play them through as modules. Unbelievable experience. I loved it. Expansity. This is a game in which you're building a city, and you're all doing it together, building different skyscrapers, so it has a really cool visual effect, really great components. You are placing these out there, trying to build high-rises and score mission cards. It's fairly simple, but offers a lot of neat ideas in the game. Gizmos. This is from Cool Mini or Not Simon. This is a engine building game. It has a little marble device where marbles are rolling down this chute. You're going to be taking these marbles, or energy as they're called in the game, and you're going to be building different modules with them. As you build these different modules or gizmos, your actions that you take during the game will get better and better and better, and the game just gets more fun as it concludes. Council of 4, another CMON game. This is a game that I've just been enjoying for a while, where you are trying to score points in various ways, and there are different councils in different areas, and you might change the council to make it easier for you to play in an area. When you place out a trading post in an area, there's a possibility that, you'll get some sort of points or bonuses, but these bonuses will multiply and score, and you'll have combo after combo after combo. I really enjoy it. Ticket to Ride New York. This is a 15-minute Ticket to Ride, which I did not believe was possible until I played it. If you want basically Ticket to Ride, the filler game, that's what this one is. It's simple, it's fast, it's fun, and it uses like taxis, which are pretty neat. So, if you only have a few minutes to blow, it gives you the same experience. It might not be as good maybe as the full game, but I think this one is a pretty nice, smaller version of this. Kashgar, this from Cosmos, is a deck building game of sorts where you're going to be playing cards to manipulate prices and things like that. But when you play a card, then it will go to the back of one of 3 columns, and you'll see the cards as they come down these columns. So you might make a short column of cards where you cycle through them faster, or a longer one, and it's tough because you have these tough decisions. You always have 3 different cards that you could play. Which ones are you going to play? Which columns are you going to cycle through the cards? Root. This amazing asymmetrical game for leader games. You definitely want to check it out. It's 4 different factions: the cats who rule the land, the woodland creatures who are up in rebellion against them, the birds in the area who are their own power trying to take over, and a wandering vagabond. You play by the same basic rules, but each faction is very, very different. They have different victory conditions or ways to score points, and it works together in a flawless, quick playing time. And also has really cool components. Like it a lot. Detective, this game from Portal Games, where a group of people get together and go through a murder mystery and try to figure it out. And you are doing so both with the game with cards and things, and using the internet and going to websites and figuring out. So this combination of information, and together you are trying to figure out not just this case, but maybe a bigger overall story in this game. Paper Tales. This is a great drafting game with beautiful artwork. It came out last year in Europe, but now Stronghold is bringing it to America. And this idea of where you're going to draft a little group of soldiers in front of you, and you're fighting the people next to you, but also trying to get points and resources in other ways. It's very similar in some ways to Seven Wonders, but has a lot of differences to it also, and has some really great artwork. One of my favorite drafting games. Lowlands. This game from Z-Man Games is a basically a Euro game with a lot of interaction as you're trying to build these dikes out there to stop the water from coming in, and at the same time run a nice sheep farm. So there's this back and forth. You're kind of working with the other players to build the dikes, or maybe not. Really a lot of interesting ideas in this game. I played it several times and really enjoy it. And also from Z-Man Games, Choose Your Own Adventure, House of Danger. This is basically, if you like Choose Your Own Adventure books, you'll like this game. You're going to go through the story here, and it's a cooperative game, and you're reading the story, and you'll come up with choices, and you decide where you'll go. Sometimes you need to roll a dice to do a few things. Sometimes you collect items that can be used later on. The story is cheesy and wonderful at the same time. And again, if you like the books, you will like this game, and I really enjoyed it. That's it. Those are 15 games that I think are great. You should check out at Gen Con. There are many, many more. Many that I haven't played yet, of course. And so this list will probably look different in a couple weeks. But either way, check us out. We're at Gen Con. Come by our booth. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel. This has been the Dice Tower, talking about Gen Con.